Welcome to Hotball, an hotstepperfm production. Today with me is Frosty, and on by the phone we've got ESCOBALA. I'd like to thank everybody who took time out and listened to our last show. And if you want to participate, you can contact us at hotstepperfm@yahoo.com. Now let's go on to ESCOBALA. He's going to talk about one of my favourite subjects, England. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Big up yourself, Frosty, in the studio. And the host, DJ Fusion. Yeah, man. England. First of all, we don't like to touch England topic, yes, because most of the call-up, we don't know how them people get called. First of all, Sam Johnstone, good player as well. I have to say, before me even talk about anybody, I talk about him. No. Nobody seems to talk about him, but since he's been in Crystal Palace goal, he's been a good goalkeeper. So big up Sam Johnstone to get that call up. I think this is his first international cap, but I think he played for the under 21.
Yeah, but he's only going to sit on the bench.
Don't know how much game he played, but he did.
No, but he's only going to sit on the bench. Southgate ain't changing nothing.
Well, at least he get a call up.
Yeah.
He ain't going to change Pickford, but if you look at the ratio now, all right, for instance,
Stop it.
between Pickford and Aaron Ramsdale, yeah?
Yeah.
Ramsdale is the player last season, yeah?
Yeah.
So, by terms, he should be England number one. He's obviously the best keeper in the league, isn't
Yeah, I believe that. And I think, Ramsdale and Pope should be number 2. Not Pickford.
Is he Pope problem, yeah?
He got no foot skills.
He got no feet. All right, look at Newcastle last few games. He made a lot of mistakes as well, if you've noticed, in games.
Yeah.
So that's why I think Pope lose out to Sam Johnstone this time. So Pickford, I don't know how he keep getting picked. I don't see what
Maguire gets picked.
Neither number 2.
Yeah, but that's the reason why Maguire gets picked. I think Southgate's run out of ideas.
How long Southgate been in charge for now?
Boy, it seems like my life.
It feels like the same players. It feels like the same players from when he started.
Yeah.
Yeah. He tried to stay loyal. All right. Look how long it take to call up Ivory Tony. So what you do? I ain't lying. International should be that way. You shouldn't get an international cap because you're on form.
No, it used to be, the England call-up system used to be the best players who's played at that point in the top league.
The best player.
Yeah,
right.
in the top league in their country. That's what England used to do, which used to be Division 1. So they picked all their players from there, but it used to be the best players. It wasn't like, oh, it's my mate. And then now it seems like Southgate's, like I said, I think he's run out of ideas. He's got a team. They were a good team, and he thinks they're going to be a winning team. It's not going to be a winning team.
All right.
And we don't even want to talk about the defender because I'm not even talking about the.
In my idea, Southgate can pick championship player. As I said, they should have picked player on farm. If a player is good enough, he's good enough. Simple as that. You can't have said, oh, he's on farm, so we're going to pick him.
But you don't
on farm in the league and on a farm in international football is 2 different things.
Yeah, but you don't have to be on form to be in England.
Let me say something. And one thing, me up with Southgate keeping the same team because that's the only way you can really progress by keeping the same player all the time.
I want to cut you for a minute because you used the word progress, yeah? Mm-hmm. What is the progress of the England team? How to lose?
I ain't lying. Rest, remember, certain coach can take some teams to a level, and that's it. Southgate, when he get England was in a bad situation, yeah, and he took them to I ain't lying, a good level. I never expect that from a man who now have no big experience.
I'm going to be honest, I think Redknapp would have done the same thing. And I think Redknapp would have probably got a bit more out of them because of the way he is as a man, sort of his character. So Southgate, he's done what, because at the end of the day, you couldn't get any worse because they would have just scrapped the England team because there was no point putting them on the plane. But now,
for Redknapp, remember he did have that problem with the tax evasion, so that was hanging over him. So they didn't really want to get him involved. That was going on for a while, innit? Remember?
But
so that's why England never really get him. They went and take Southgate instead.
Somebody else, because Southgate, like it or not, he's one of Mr. Clean. He doesn't do anything bad. There's nothing to. He ain't got no skeletons in his cupboard because he don't even have cupboards. He's just Mr. Clean. He suits their image. But he's gone. How long has he been there? Like, what, 8 years, 9 years?
Ooh, Southgate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been there for, what? I think
7 years?
Yeah, 7 years. I think that's about right.
So that's what, 3 tournaments or 4?
Nah, he had what? 2 euro. What, is it 2 euro?
Yeah, is that 2 euros?
And 1 World Cup.
Yeah.
Is it that? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Or 2 World Cup, 1 euro. I can't remember.
No, because he had 2 Euros. Remember, they were in the final when the Euros were in
when it was in COVID.
Yeah, when it was in England.
Yeah, and at Wembley.
Yeah. So
World Cup, we lost to France.
Yeah, and the one before, I think he got knocked out.
Croatia.
Croatia knocked him out in the semi-finals.
That was World Cup.
Yeah.
No, it was 2 World Cups.
2 World Cups.
2 World Cups.
Yeah, because France won it in the end.
It would be World Cup, Euro, World Cup, now Euro again.
Again, yeah.
He should be taking them into the Euros next year.
Because Roy was in charge for the Euros before. Or was it?
Who was in charge?
It was Roy, innit? Because Allardyce weren't in charge that long.
No, he was there for. I don't even know how long he was there for. Sam Allardyce only done 1 game, innit?
Yeah, but it wasn't competition. It was like a friendly, I think.
Roy Hudson pick up after Sam Allardyce, and I think it's Gareth Southgate pick up after Roy Hudson, innit? Something like that.
Yeah,
because I think he had a bad tournament, innit? Roy Hudson.
Yeah, we lost to Iceland.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Iceland. Yeah, but then
Rooney was still in the team.
The England squad should have won things with the players they had at the time in the team. They had some of the best players in the Premiership, like, technically.
Yeah.
And they never won anything. Now he's taken some of the good players of the Premiership, and they ain't won nothing. So don't you think it's time they look again? You've got what, just under a year to basically bring in a new team.
Well, he's calling new player like
they're not going to play.
Louis Colwell. He's a new player. He gets second call up now. So,
and Nketiah.
Louis Dunk. Yeah. The player from Crystal Palace, Kochi. You know what I mean? He called up a few different players, but he still called Maguire. He called the player from
Henderson.
From AC Milan. So he do call up different players this time, but he still called Maguire. And watch, Maguire going to be playing, and these players call up.
He's going to start. It's the only game where Maguire's going to start for like 2 seasons, mate. Let's be real.
Yeah.
He ain't got no thing, but what do you think their chances are at are these friendlies or?
I think it's qualifier.
Yeah, it might be Euro qualifiers.
Yeah, because I know they're playing Scotland.
One's qualifier, one a friendly.
Yeah,
is it that?
I think the Scotland game is a friendly.
Yeah, but if you go down here, so the defender is Maguire. He should never have been called. But if you go down to the midfield, Calvin Phillips there as well, who should have been called. He haven't been even kick up. Spend a minute, did he?
Yeah, he kicked the ball. He hasn't kicked the ball for City.
Yeah, he come on for 5 minutes in the cup game now. Well, the one to play against them.
Is that it?
Start. That was it.
Because
No. Which cup game was it?
The Charity
Super
Shield.
Cup.
No, the Charity Shield.
Oh.
Didn't he start for the Charity Shield?
No, I don't think he did. Kovacic played.
And the dropping of Sterling, what do you think about that?
Oh.
Well, Sterling's on form.
Yeah.
He's Chelsea's best player at the moment.
You see, the thing is, what Sterling done, he tell them he didn't want to pick because he didn't feel so fit, yeah? I think guy get thinking, raw. You turning me down? All right, I'm going to pick you next time. I think that's what happened. But if you look who you pick, Jordan Henderson.
Come on, Henderson's coming over in his gold helicopter, mate. He's going to be coming over in his helicopter. His own helicopter. Henderson said that he's going to buy himself a helicopter. And also with his Rolex. It's mad. I don't understand. You can't have... It is supposed to be on form. And like you know, Sterling's been backbone for England for years as well. He has getting to that...
He's always done well for England.
Yeah, this will probably be his last tournament, so he shouldn't drop him. If you're not going to drop Maguire, you shouldn't drop Sterling.
Will he switch his allegiance at this stage or not? You're not allowed to.
No.
Because he's had so many games for England.
Yeah, and he's too old. Well, it's silly. But let's move on to the best part of the day, the Premiership. Jack, you want to start off with the Premiership roundup?
Yeah, I think we should start with the biggest game of the weekend. And I think it's only right we talk about the...
Tottenham?
No. We'll talk about Tottenham, but I think Arsenal Man United, I think, is the biggest game of the weekend. A lot of talking points.
We do. My best friend, Smudgy Rice. He saved it.
Rice was the best player on the pitch for me.
Oh, I don't know.
He was the best player on the pitch for me. He absolutely bossed it.
He was man of the match.
Yeah, he bossed it. No one could get near him.
He won it for
what I love about Rice is that as soon as he's come into this Arsenal team, he's not like took a step back, if you get me.
I'll shy away.
Yeah, you see him. He's pointing. He's telling players, "You do that. You're here."
Of course he's doing that. They paid 100 million for him.
No, I get that, but I'm saying sometimes players, Fusion is that when they get that 100 million price tag, they shy away. Look at Caicedo at Chelsea at the moment. Look at Caicedo at Chelsea at the moment. What's he done?
Nothing.
He come on. He give a penalty away against West Ham.
Yeah.
Look what Rice is doing. Man of the match.
Right, you got it right.
How good has Rice been in these last few games?
I'm gonna be.
He's been really good, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest about Rice. Is actually better than I thought he was, but I still don't like.
He's playing in a lot better team compared to West Ham.
That's probably what it boils out.
That's what it is. When you play with better player, you stand out right.
Like Declan Rice is now playing with Ødegaard. He was playing for like 4 years with Mark Noble.
You know.
Do you know what I mean? Ødegaard and Mark Noble. That's
but
completely
you got Mark Noble's like the backbone of. West Ham.
Mark Noble is He's
the backbone.
Dusty.
But he was the backbone of West Ham.
Yeah, all right, but when Rice come in, he really showed up, and he was 18, and he made Mark Noble look like, who are you, mate? For me. But with the Arsenal game, I think, Man United, wow, so poor for me.
The new Tottenham.
It seems like that. Roy Keane said that about them. He said they're the new Spurs.
They are.
I don't know what's going on with them. I'm seeing. Ericsson playing for Man United, 32, who's got no legs in him. Yeah, come on, man. They've got young players they could be playing. In pre-season, they played this 18-year-old. I think his name was like Kobe Mino. Yeah, he's 18. He bossed every game he played in. He was so good. When the Prem comes, you don't play him once.
Because you probably look at all the top stars.
He was playing Sancho in a false nine in pre-season, yeah, as the central person, and he was doing really well. He hasn't played in one game.
So what's happening with him and Sancho now? Because he made a statement about Sancho. Sancho made back a statement about him.
Yeah, so after the game, Ten Hag was asked about why Sancho wasn't in the squad. And he was like, he didn't train to the standards I expect. And then Sancho come out and released his statement about, don't believe everything you hear. There's a lot more to, what you read. There's more to it, basically. They don't... Sancho said he feels like he's been training well. And I don't know. If you was a player, would you come out against the manager?
No.
You wouldn't?
You know what I believe what happened, yeah? He don't want to drop... Sancho, so sure by him. yeah, it was a Tenard by him. So Tenard by Anthony. He spent all that money on Anthony.
He's
so
worse.
He's going to keep Anthony in the team and use Thingy as a scapegoat. I believe that's what happened.
Yeah. Esco, he's Anthony's worse than Sancho.
Yeah,
worse than Sancho. I don't understand. Oh, he's playing over Sancho.
I don't know, but you got to remember,
terrible.
Anthony, when he went into Man United, they spoiled him.
They paid a lot of money for him.
They spoiled him.
Yeah, exactly.
They paid. He should be, the impact like that Rice has on that Arsenal is the impact Anthony should have at Man United.
Anthony should have a man, yeah. But that's what they were buying for him to do.
They needed a right winger. They spent all the money that Ajax. They said if you don't pay this price, you're not having him. They paid the price, and they've seen
So Man United at the moment, you think they're not going to get any better?
And then in the end of the game, they had Maguire and Johnny Evans playing at centre back.
Look, the fans were booing. No, the fans
were cheering when Maguire come on.
I mean, not booing him.
They were cheering. Arsenal fan was cheering him on.
They were so happy.
If you think that's how bad it's got for Man United, well, their league position, but we're going to get to that later, the league position. Let's move on to the other team. My favourite team, the team I predicted to win the Premiership, Newcastle. Ooh. What's happened there?
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised.
You did say that.
I say that before the season starts, they won't be as good as last season.
Is it because they've tried that plan where you keep all the same players together and never brought in enough players to basically...
No, but they keep the same player because it worked last year. So they don't want to break up what they had going on. But it backfired.
Yeah, that's what I think. Not the way you redevelop, because like it or not, Newcastle not going to play 60 games last season. This season, they're going to play 60 games. So I don't know why he never bought in nobody.
Our thing is, Newcastle doing business the right way. Take time feeding higher quality player. Pay a good price for them. But they overachieved last year. And because they achieved that last year, they have to stay there or get better.
Yeah, look.
I know the pressure is on.
I think Newcastle probably will still finish in the top 6 if he turns it round. But he never bought anybody, so I think their biggest worry is going to come when they've got to play all these Champions League games.
Well, I think they did buy players. I think,
but not nobody of reputation.
They bought that Italian midfield from AC Milan, Tonali. They spent a lot of money on him.
They buy that young kid as well, isn't it?
Who? The right back?
From
Southampton?
The right back. They buy a young kid. How would they buy him?
It's not Livramento? Not him?
Not him.
Harvey Barnes? Not Harvey Barnes?
No.
They got Harvey Barnes.
I think it's Chelsea they buy.
Lewis Hall.
Lewis Hall, yeah.
Yeah, they got him. He ain't played yet. But, that first, I don't know, did you see the game?
No, I never actually saw the game. That's the problem.
The first goal that Brighton scored was one of the players, Tonali, should have run out to the ball to block it. And he don't. He just stands there. And the player has a clean shot on target, Pope can't save it, and then they score. Yeah? They spent 70 million on this guy.
That was Ferguson.
Yeah, well, he scored a hat-trick. He looks really good.
He's quality, man.
18 years old.
But that's where Brighton has always been lucky since they got into the Premiership. They got
a great academy though.
They get some quality young players and
they're good at buying players from different.
Why is it? I think is it because where the club is why they are that bubbly? I don't know. Things just always work for them. Like, we know people come from different country, come join another football club. It's because Brighton is the only club there on the seaside. I don't know, but it's just always
Bournemouth
working.
On the seaside, but Woody wants to really go to Bournemouth.
No, they've got new ownership now. It's a bit different now.
Oh, Bournemouth.
Yeah, they'll be a better team than they have been.
Yeah, I hope so, because they've established themselves in the middle part of the Premiership at the moment. But there's so many middle teams, even in moving on with the Premiership. Chelsea.
Whoa.
Wow.
Chelsea. Wow.
Pochettino looks like he wants a job.
Yeah. At the moment,
Yeah.
he look like the first manager to lose his job.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Him on the Newcastle manager.
that's a good point, actually.
I think they will give my man time, you know.
Yeah, I think they leave him to the end of the season.
Yeah,
I think they will leave him. Because Newcastle, they wanted to rush, they would have got rid of him in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Pochettino,
All those players.
has it proved the point that maybe he wasn't the greatest manager he thought he was?
Well, we'll see. Because my final excuse at the moment. So we'll see in due time when
it's a bit unfair because most of the players he never picked them. So he's gone into a team where you got a team of stars. But that's the same thing with PSG.
Now, every person that has come in so far this window, he's had to say yes for that player. There's no way they would have just come in. All those players look like a player he would use.
Yeah.
But they did get rid of a lot of players. Remember, Koulibaly, Mendy, Kovacic. All these players, they've been at Chelsea for quite a couple of years, a few years.
They were like the foundation.
Conte. What's the keeper? Oh my gosh. Yeah, both keeper.
Oh yeah, and Mendy, Kepa and Mendy.
Yeah.
And then they got the Brighton keeper in. Who, to me, don't look any better either.
That's bad business, man. Right, they sell the core of the squad. And then try again.
Like, you see when they play, it's like...
No,
like, I like Thiago Silva, but the guy's 40 years old.
I did watch the Chelsea game, and I'm going to admit to you one thing. They were unlucky.
Oh,
they were unlucky, but
they didn't deserve to win that game.
It's...
Forest
were better than them.
Yeah, Forest was...
but look at the chance Chelsea missed, though.
Yeah, they had so many chances that they even had an open goal.
Look at the easy chance Chelsea missed.
And they missed the open goal.
Yeah, well, they should have scored them then.
So it's a bit unlucky, but then...
It's not unlucky, they should have scored them.
They're going to blame Pochettino, I can see it. And he's going to be the first person to get sacked. But don't worry, Pochettino don't have to worry, because when Pochettino moving on to the Tottenham game, Pochettino,
wow.
I am actually surprised about Tottenham. They're actually playing like they want to entertain the fans and win.
Yeah.
It's not only about entertaining the fans.
We call it champagne football. That's what we call it.
Even
that's what it is.
Song.
Son scoring a hat-trick.
Son, you don't want to talk about Son.
But how long Tottenham can continue do this?
November.
No. For me, what would be a problem for Tottenham is
injuries.
An injury. Yeah. If, for example, if Maddison gets injured, we're in trouble.
We've got Benjamin come back.
Lo Celso's nowhere near good enough to play for us. Maddison is the quality, who rightfully deserved his England call-up.
Yeah, because Maddison looks great at Tottenham.
He looks great at Leicester.
Hey, wait. I ain't lying. In game, that's what you say. When player moves to a bigger club, better player,
they play better.
They can step up.
Of course.
It's like the rise to Arsenal.
He looked good.
Definitely.
His first 3 games he played. Is it 3 or 4?
4 games, man.
4 games.
He looked good. Ain't lying. He scored what? 2, 3?
Yeah, he scored 2 and assisted 2.
Yeah, so he's one of our best starters. But then we can go down. I'm going to cut the Tottenham. I'm going to say one thing about Son. I am a Tottenham supporter, and I'm not going to deny that. But Son's poor.
No, you can't say that.
No, in the second half.
I'm not having that fusion.
Hold on, in the second half, he grew some balls. But
no, he was good. He was really good.
In the first half, he wasn't.
No, he was because you can't play Son on the wing anymore because he's not got the.
But that's his job.
It's not. No. But it's not. If you can play him up front, play him up front.
When we signed Son, we signed him to play.
We signed him how long ago though?
We signed him to play on the wing. He's supposed to know the wing like.
But no, actually, that's not true because when we signed him, he was a player who could play across the front 3. But now he's got to a stage where he, if the second goal he scored, he's not running into the box. He's slowly just pacing himself, waiting for the cutback, and he finishes.
Did you look at the mistakes what he missed?
Yeah, no, well, even the manager said he should have had 4.
Yeah, even the mistakes he missed, he's like, he's not.
But he scored a hat-trick. You can't.
You can't take him. He's got the,
can't take
he's
that
got
away
the
from
ball from him, but he's not meant to be captain. That's what my point is. I don't think Son is.
But who else is going to be captain? Who?
I don't know.
You can't tell me that Son has been at Spurs long enough to know what Spurs is about. He should be captain.
Yeah, but
Madison.
Yeah, but Madison's vice captain. So
yeah, but I think Madison, he's right. I think you should give it to Madison.
No, I don't think you can give it to him straight away.
Madison's got the voice, he's got the character.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah,
Son ain't got none of that.
I think he does. That's great. But my problem is he ain't been at Spurs long enough to give him the captain's armband.
True, I agree.
You can't slap it on him because when you got players like Son wouldn't be annoyed. You know what I mean? He wouldn't be annoyed if someone else got the captain's armband because that's how he is.
And look, I think Son would prefer not to be captain and take Richarlison's place. I think he'd be so happy.
No, he took Richarlison in one game and he's already bagged a hat-trick, more than he scored in the Prem already.
Yeah, even that.
In that position.
When Richarlison came on, they still didn't want to give him the ball. It's Tottenham, I don't know.
I don't even know how long he come on for the other day. It wasn't even that long.
No, it wasn't about 10, 12 minutes. But going on to one of the surprise teams of the season so far is West Ham. I don't know, is it winning a trophy makes you play better? You should know, you're an Arsenal supporter. Me and him Tottenham supporters, we don't know. Is it winning a trophy? Does it make you play better? Because West Ham, they're surprising.
West Ham, yeah, they're doing good. They're doing good. Maybe one trophy, that's what trophy doing it. Get confident. Went away and beat Brighton. They're doing really well.
I think they brought in the right players.
They won the last 2 away games.
Yeah, I think they brought in the right players with the right money.
Yeah.
They got James Ward-Prowse. James Ward-Prowse is a very, very good footballer.
So they've spent the money wisely, and they're actually outperforming what I even would believe. I think most people believe.
Prowse, the bar, Prowse in it. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, Ward-Prowse.
Good player, that one.
Yeah, he's very good. And they kept Paqueta, who Man City wanted, who's good.
Yeah.
For me, I think what would be West Ham's problem is that at the end of the day, for me, Antonio is not a striker. And
what position would you play Antonio in then if you don't think he's a striker?
I wouldn't play him at all, to be honest. I think he. Don't get me wrong. He scored. I think he scored 2 or 3 so far this season.
I tell you what. Yeah, Anthony is a type of striker who only type of coach that play Anthony as a striker is Sam Allardyce and David. You know what I mean? They're the only 2 managers that play him as a striker.
Yeah,
he was a defender.
But maybe that's what he wanted to do. He's always dreamed of being a striker. But, is
that coach turning him into a striker, Sam Allardyce?
Yeah. You see, that's the thing. If you've got a good coach, he can develop your skills into a different way. But maybe he's just told him something and he believes it, and now they're running away with the spoon.
But like when he goes up against a quality centre back, he's not going to get past them because he's not a good footballer.
He's not. He's not got the ball to.
He's a park footballer, Antonio. Yeah. Get the ball when he gets it, he'll knock it past you and just run for it.
I would say Saturday footballer.
Yeah, no,
he's
footballer. You know what I mean?
He's not top class footballer, so
technically
that's going to be.
Works hard. He works hard.
Yeah, and he's got a little bit of strength, but not the foot ability, the ball to foot ability. He ain't great at that. No. But, as a striker, all you need to do is be able to take it once and score. But let's move on to, the bottom clubs, because we all know what bottom club is going down.
Everton.
And Burnley, this is sad to say.
Everton are definitely going down. Everton are so poor.
And
I changed my mind, I've got 3 different clubs going down.
Okay. Which ones you got now?
So I've got maybe 3 of the clubs that come up.
So you don't...
Oh, all of them?
Yeah, go for the 3 that come up.
It's not a bad shout, to be honest.
Yeah, because Sheffield United, they're gone.
They look terrible, man. They look terrible. Luton look terrible.
Everton made them look good the other day.
Yeah, no, they were up here for the money.
And then Burnley, look at Burnley.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
a company's not going to change his ways.
No.
No, and the
he
fan
made
don't
some
want him to
mistakes.
change
If he
it.
don't, they're definitely going down.
Yeah.
The fans said they would rather win this way, lose this way, win this way. They don't want him to change. So that's how it is.
Because remember, they used to play under... Sean Dyche used to be their manager. Sit back, low block football.
Now he's at Everton.
Yeah. And now they got Company who's trying to play like City.
Because Company in the long term wants the Pep job.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Because
surprised.
that's what's going to come around the corner. Because I always thought Arteta would have taken the Man City job. I don't think that's going to happen no more. I think Arteta's going to stay.
Man.
He's got such a young team. He knows he's got 5-6 years at Arsenal if he really wants.
Arteta going to be a Pep rival.
Yeah, but how long do you think Pep's going to hang around for? Because he's going to probably win this season again.
You know what? Yeah. Well, he's in a good position. Why would he leave?
He's getting paid good money.
Yeah, but Pep is the sort of man who leaves
Saudi's
before
probably
he
the
goes
only one who
wrong.
could take him.
And that's where he probably go for like £1 million a
That's
day.
where I would see him end up.
Because you got to
Saudi.
think, they probably give him £1 million a day if he wanted to go there for a year.
Oh, definitely.
Did he just sign another 3-year contract?
Yeah, but don't you think Man City would take part of that £1 million
They'll
a
pay out
day?
his contract.
Yeah.
Nah, Pep
300
always
grand,
on his
you know.
contract.
Did you not see what they offered for Salah?
Yeah,
220 million.
Yeah.
That's what you said yesterday, Bless.
Mm.
Fusion, that's what you said yesterday,
Yeah.
innit? They're going off for that.
And you know Salah's going to take it because I think Salah's going to leave Liverpool in the lurch. And I
Well,
think
That sort of money.
I don't think
at his
Liverpool's
age,
going
he
to
should
take
take
it,
it anyway because he's never going to get that in January. In January, they're going to go back down under the 100 per
This is
100
where,
mark.
listen, Bless, 220 million. I think Jurgen Klopp don't have no say there. The owner, I look on that right now and I'm thinking.
Yeah, he's added it to his bank account. What
And he
percentage?
said,
of
if
it's
you
going
don't
to
take
his?
that, 20 million more worth next year. So you
Well,
lose 20
what he's going
million.
to probably do, the owner's going to probably take the money, say to the club, I'm going to put half of it, 100 million plus, into getting new players, and the other money I'm going to just put in my little suitcase and
Bless,
go and
he can't
relax
get
myself.
no player. What player? Transfer market closed, Bless.
Not for Saudi.
Not for Saudi, they close tomorrow. No, they close in 2 days' time. They can still buy players.
Oh, sorry.
And I think the Turkish league is open as well.
Open as well. The Turkish
Because they
league
just
is...
took 2 players off us.
Yeah, they're open for 2 weeks. Another 10 days.
No, 26th of March. I mean, of September, sorry.
Yeah, so that's another 2. That's more than 2 weeks. That's nearly 20 days when they're open. But Turkish league ain't the problem. It's the Saudis.
No,
the Saudis,
obviously, yeah.
they could come in now and say which I wish they did, and say, son, you know
No,
what,
but
we'll give you
the
200.
Saudis offer big money as well, man. I mean, the Turkish offer big money as well.
That's right. They're in Champions
What do you
League.
think Zah gone over there?
No, good point. It's a good point.
But it's a good... I think like we was talking about it earlier, and I do think the money's good because what they're going to do, they're going to go for young players. And you're basically looking at a 20-year-old and saying to him, I'm going to pay you £1 million a week to play football. You're changing his life forever. He's never going to get that playing in the Premiership.
No.
So I would say to the younger players, go out there. You ain't got nothing to lose. You spend 2 years, you make your riches and come back and then you can play football without worrying about making money. And that's what I think the Saudis are going to bring in. What they're bringing into the sport is that you're bringing the younger players. They don't have to worry about making money. They can develop their talent. And I don't know. It's mad because where the football's going right now, the Premiership better look out because it's not going to be the same in 5 years' time.
Yeah, true.
It's not because the money's like it or not. The world is about money, and if you're that age. They're taking all the old players.
What they'd have to do is they'd have to get rid of FFP.
Yeah, but they will do. But
You would have to get rid of financial fair play. You'd have to.
no, but they don't.
Just to compete with Saudi.
Yeah.
Because don't get me wrong, there's these owners could if they wanted to, but FFP would just it would do them over.
The owners would be crying every night when they go to their bed if they took away FFP. It's just saving them
listen to
money.
this, yeah? Chelsea. Since Bowley has been at Chelsea, they've spent £1 billion on players.
Yeah.
If there was no FFP, they could.
He would have probably spent 5 billion. But remember, Chelsea, his money's coming from a consortium of people. It's not his money.
Oh, cool, but imagine Newcastle if they had no FFP. They buy everyone.
Yeah, but then you got to imagine like teams like Tottenham and all the little other clubs who don't like spending too much money. They would be crying because they wouldn't be able to
Of course they
compete.
would. Of course
Levy
they
will
would.
be crying every night he goes to his bed. He'd be crying and going praying for FFP to come back. But football is about
So it's
money.
an excuse. You don't have to pull any money out of
Money
his
out.
bank account.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of the chairmans of all the little clubs, even the little clubs down in the lower league, they like that. It's capped.
I mean, you see Forest though. That geezer, he spends loads of money.
Mm.
They bought like 6 players on deadline day.
Yeah, but Forest always likes it in transfer season. Even when they were in the other lower leagues, they always went mad when it's transfer season. It's like he saves his money. It's like Christmas. But you know, this week's football, you got teams that's now just scoring goals for entertainment value, and it's starting to show there's two different sides to the Premier League. So don't you think Super League might be the new idea forward?
Could be.
Yeah?
That because now they might get the Super League.
He's happy with the Super League.
I think
With the Saudi
Need to
League.
get the Saudis involved. We've got Super
no,
League.
Yeah.
man, no. Get that.
I think that's
the
going to
Super,
happen.
the Super League.
No, it's not going to be the same Super League they were trying.
It'll be
They're
like
not
World
going to have
League.
like Tottenham and
No,
everybody.
it can't happen.
They
Man.
maybe just the Champion League winner.
Yeah, the World
yeah?
Champion
the
League.
Asian winner, the Conquer Cup winner, you know what I mean?
Just do a competition in the summer for
The
that. then.
continental winners, the African winners. That was the World Cup, innit? That was the Club World Cup. So now they should just make it in our Super League.
For me, I would just have like a competition like this. What you're saying, don't they have that already though? Club World Cup.
Yeah, but they only do it like for 2 weeks, innit?
Okay, because
It's only last 2 weeks a season.
the Super League, if they were to do it, they'd have to change it like quite a lot because like nearly.
No, they couldn't do it the way they want to do it.
No, because nearly
I would
everyone was
rather-
against it. No one was like there. For that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That blocks young players' growth. That it stops the pyramid of football. Getting promoted, getting relegated.
It would have been better the Super League, yeah. So you have the winner from Europe, yeah. So you have the Champion League, UEFA Cup, the Conference Cup.
Yeah.
3 of them going to the Super League, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the same for the Asian, like Saudi, if the Saudi team with it, or Dubai, or you know what I mean. Any one of the Asian, you do it same way around Africa.
Yeah.
Whoever win their Champion League, you know what I mean? The 3 top. Come in like that.
They would have to make quite a few changes.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just had to go.
It couldn't be what they wanted to do before. It wouldn't be.
No, because that was just money for them.
Yes, and I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know how Tottenham was in that because we shouldn't have been in it.
Because Tottenham have money.
In the Super League. No, but still though, what were we in there for? Really? Super League.
Because first of all, you have to pay to be in it.
Levy was like, yeah, sign me up. I'm well up for that.
Because if they did have the European Super League, they would have probably made a deal with the Saudis already to have competitions between them already. So, like you said it, I think it's going to be a global league. And I think because football's getting more and more attractive in other countries now.
All right, look how this going to turn. Look at it, yeah. I was listening to a football talk show the other day, and they mentioned something about Premier League clubs now want to go Saudi to play pre-season because they're going to be offered big money to come down to play pre-season.
It's true, because you got to think about, say Tottenham's reserve team, yeah?
Yeah.
They could go down for 4 weeks over the summer and earn the wages for the reserve team without even worrying about Levy's bank account. So
they don't want the reserve team there. They want the first team list.
Yeah, but Tottenham will probably send the first team, the reserve team, and the dog. That's for the money, yeah? For the money, because Levy, come on, Levy, look. If Levy's willing to use the stadium as concerts, do you think if he could go down there and make 50 mil, 100 mil over 2 weeks, he ain't running? He's hiring a plane.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be honest, that money is going to help the youth teams. Because it's going to go down. It's like we was talking about your family. What's going to happen is in the long term, they're going to start offering players at 18, like 20 mil on a contract. And like at 18 and they offer you 20 mil, that means your family, your future, everything's set.
Kids are set.
Kids are set. Your grandkids are set. So
That's generational
it's
wealth.
going to happen. It's definitely going to happen because you got Tottenham. We've got a very good under 21 team,
Yeah,
and
dude.
easily some of them players could go down there for 20 mil easily.
Still.
And if Levy had any sort of inklings, he should be phoning them out saying, you know what, come and look at the youth team. I've got loads of players here. It's like even like you're playing in the league in Jamaica. I'm calling my agent. Please get me to Saudi.
See, you said that, yeah. But the Saudi league must got a lower league than the Pro League, than the Saudi Pro League, yeah. They must have, so those clubs must need player.
Yeah, most of the players that I can't lie, they're not good at football.
Yeah, but you don't have to be. You only have
I never
to.
really watched one of the
I'm
games
saying the
anyway.
players that are playing in Saudi, like,
Yeah.
they're not that good. That's why they're trying to get in the top coaches.
No, but there's a lot of African player go there.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's players in
South American
Africa,
players.
Asia that I can't lie, are way better than players are playing in Saudi.
Yeah, and they're going to take him in because of the money. They're going to offer money which you got to think about in the Championship league, what we got now in Division 1 and 2, yeah? There's players there, they could easily offer 20 mils and they're cutting. These will be the future players for Arsenal, Tottenham, all the feeding the Premiership. But sooner or later, they're not going to feed the Premiership no more. Because the money of the Premiership ain't going to be able to play with it.
Yeah, true.
So they're going to be going
Like the Saudi
making
going to
their money and
offer
coming back.
bigger money. It's just want to come down to that, innit? Where the money
The
is.
sort of money they offer though is like
life-changing,
Jordan
man.
Henderson,
It's crazy.
£700 a week.
I know. He must be. Every time he walks down the road, he's probably doing that whistle. Always look on the bright side. And he must be singing that. He must. That must be his favourite song. Seriously. Right?
Singing that.
He must be. Come on, that's what, 100 grand a day? No, 105 grand a day. Wow. What would you do? Would you stay at Liverpool?
Well, he done an interview the other day.
And he's told them where he was his Rolex. Yeah.
He was saying about like they don't want me to wear like rainbow armband and all that.
Yeah, but to be honest,
He's trying to change the culture and all that.
yeah, he's not trying to
But
change it.
you dare try and change that, mate?
He's not
They're
doing that.
That's the religion out there.
What he's saying basically, I ain't gonna be wearing a rainbow armband, but I'm wearing a Rolex. That's what he's saying. Right.
He's
So if
laughing.
you want me to wear an
He's got about
armband,
3 Rolls Royces,
Rolex,
couple Bentleys.
That's what I'm saying. He's got to the end of his career. Yeah. So
How old is he? What, 32?
yeah,
No?
but he wasn't. He was coming to the end of his career. He
Oh
took
no,
the money.
you could see it. You saw it last
He took the
season. He
money.
weren't the same player.
And Son, there's lots of players that are down there age 30. We're going to be starting next season, going to think, wow, you know what? I'm cutting before, because that money tree's going to run out one day.
Yeah.
So players are going to think, you know what, I'm off before the money runs out.
How much do you think they'd have to offer to get Son?
Son, 200, 150 mil.
They'd have to pay a lot.
But 150 mil, Levy be packing Son's bags. But you got to think, Son will make that money near enough back in, shirts.
No, definitely.
So it's an
You
investment.
know what, Bless? They wouldn't buy Son, you know,
Why?
because of his religion.
Oh really? What they don't?
Yeah.
Because it's when you think about it, a lot of the players are Muslim.
I didn't know that. No, I know that, but I didn't know that them and
A lot of the players who's left are Muslims as well.
Yeah. They don't. If you notice the player they buy mostly.
Henderson, I don't know how Henderson got there. I don't know. Maybe he's a Muslim and we don't know.
No. Henderson don't believe in nothing.
You don't know. He might
So that's
convert.
fine.
Them sort
He's
of
only
money,
a bit
bro.
Muslim,
100 grand
so
a
you
week,
can't
he would
believe.
convert. He would convert for 100 grand a week. I would convert for 100 grand a week.
Yeah.
No, even though, to be honest, you give me 10 grand a week, I'm converting. Yeah? But 100 grand a week, bless. How can a player earn 100 grand a day? How can that work? And he's not the greatest player in the world.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Well-
add up. And now,
Let's. You
doesn't
can't
add
tell
up.
the man
He
say
was
man
Liverpool
greatest
captain.
player. No
That's what
long
it
the
was.
man a train.
It's going to be looking like, what's it called? What's that one from the, what's it? I can't remember the thing. Where he's got all the chains around his neck. That's what he's gonna look like. When he,
Flavor Flav.
yeah. That's how Henderson's gonna look.
It's gonna look like Flavor Flav with the big watch, with the big clock on his.
The clock and his Rolex. He's number one
So,
sponsor.
and this other interview the other day.
Yeah, he did with Ornstein, the athletic, David Ornstein, and he was saying about like the reasons why he's gone out there and all that.
Yeah. And he said he didn't do it. And he said he didn't do it for the money.
There's no way it's not about the money. Come on, man.
What? All right. If the Saudi asked him to come for free, will he go?
Nah, it's all about money. There's nothing else except money. That's
they
why
all going for the money, man.
Can I say something? Henderson, if he went to another club in the Premiership, how much they gonna offer him?
They never pay him what Liverpool was paying.
I don't know what he was on at Liverpool.
Probably about 100 grand a week.
150?
A week?
I was at 150.
Yeah, a week. Now he's on 100 grand a day.
Yeah. Now he's on 550 more. 550 grand more.
It doesn't...
Yes, the man was on his last contract.
So Liverpool cashed in as well, basically. They made
15 mil for him.
Yeah, they made money. And that's why...
Yeah, they get it for 20 million.
Yeah, 20 million. Okay.
And I think Salah's going to go. He's going to have to go because he's not...
That's not even about... Liverpool have to accept that money. Come on, surely.
Can you imagine if they offered that for Lee?
That's what Neymar went to PSG for.
Yeah. And plus, as a player, you got to think that's on your CV. Henderson's going to put that on his CV.
So I play in the Saudi Pro League.
No, he's going to put that he's earning a certain amount of money. So he looks like top player. Looks like top baller, isn't it? Because like you're not, that is like, how can I put it? You would have to be the best player in the world to earn 100 grand a day.
One thing you don't know, by Henderson getting called to England squad, the league is more popular than where it was the day before he get called.
Of course it is, because now he's gone back to England, so he's one of their big names. It's like
big name, yeah.
And probably that's what all this was probably set up in the summer, and we didn't even know about it.
And this is a boy I don't know. And by getting cool to England, the Saudi league now, our class is a top league, innit?
Yeah, because they got England players in there.
Yeah.
Top team players. But it's mockery. It is mockery. It's mockery that England set up everything. It's mockery. Harry Kane's coming back in his flying in Bentley, and my man's coming in his Rolex fucking helicopter. It's dark. It's fucking dark.
He's not even the best player in that squad no more, in the England squad.
Who?
Harry Kane.
Is it?
The best player in that team is Jude Bellingham.
The best player?
Bellingham.
I would say so.
Who would you say is the best player in the England squad?
Saka.
Ooh. You think Saka's better than Bellingham?
Bro, Bellingham, listen, you might rate up Bellingham. Bellingham playing in 2 slow-run league, bro. Yeah,
but then you say that.
He scored the winning goal in the last 2 and scored in every game since the Spanish La Liga started.
But there's one
Spanish league is dead. Yo, Spanish league only spent 300 million the other day, and 100 million are spent on Bellingham. So 200 million spent between the other clubs.
They got no money because no one watches them.
Nobody watches them no more. But you see,
that's why. The only teams that have got money in there is Atletico.
At the moment, they're only one club really. Barca signed how many players? I think 8 players.
Yeah,
and check out how much Barca spent. 3.5 million.
But you got to think, like, you lot missed that Rashford. I think Rashford's one of the best players in the England squad.
Nah, Saka is the best player, bro.
I'm having Saka over Rashford, I can't lie.
Saka carrying England for the last since the last 2 tournaments, man. Come on. I would say fans. Why I said that? Saka been the last 2 seasons.
I agree.
The last 2 seasons, Saka been the England player of the season.
I disagree.
I think Sterling. I think if Sterling was still in the squad,
Definitely.
Sterling has been carrying England for
Yes.
6-7
I said
years.
the last 2 tournaments. Where was Sterling in the last 2 tournaments?
He was vital in the last one.
Yeah, it's only because he had that ass breaking.
I don't care. He knows on the pitch. That's what I'm telling you. He wasn't carrying them then. Saka was carrying them.
But if you think
I'm not
about,
saying that because I'm Arsenal fan. That's the facts.
no, that's what I'm saying. But if you think about it, if you put
That's the
Saka
facts
against
list.
as players, yeah, Saka's a better player, but as a backbone for England,
I'm not
Sterling's
saying
been there.
a better player. I'm
No,
saying
I would say he's
England's
a better
best
player,
player.
but that's my opinion.
I'm not saying he better than Bellingham or not, but Saka is England's best player.
I don't know. But then some people say Maguire's England's best player.
No, don't even go
'Cause
there.
he plays-
Don't even go there.
When he
Don't
puts
even
on
go
an
there.
England shirt, it's
Don't
like
even
putting
go
on
there.
the S of Superman.
Don't.
It becomes fucking something different.
No, that fridge should not be playing. Get him out, man. He's a Russell Hobbs fridge. That one.
Yeah, he's more than that Russell Hobbs.
Yeah, he's low level, is he?
No, man, he's an American super fridge. He's just there. And you know the worst thing about it? Because of his size and
super fridge.
because of his size and his build, he shouldn't be having players running around him. He shouldn't. He's like, you remember Arsenal used to have some big, massive defenders, and basically,
Tony Adams.
yeah, them man, they was like, they were violent. They were violent.
Yeah, they don't care, man.
They were violent. They went, they would drink the beer. Yeah. But they were violent. They were used their weight against the players. You weren't coming past them. They would knock you off the pitch. They wouldn't give a shit.
Well, let's Casemiro, you don't like.
They know how to nigger you, and at that size, Maguire has nothing. It's just like, I don't know how he got that money, but you know, somebody sat there and said he was worth it, and someone took the money.
Bless. It's Man United. Once you want a player, you can't trick them.
Yeah.
If Man you like him, you just trick Man and say he's good enough. You want whatever you want. That is Man U.
Because I still
Come on,
think,
Man U been doing that for years, Bless.
I still think Kane gonna want to come back to England, and he's still gonna want to go to Man United. And I don't know
Why
why.
would he? Bless, Man United ain't that trouble anymore, Bless.
For the goal scoring record. That's why I'd go.
Man U,
But don't you think Kane will come back if he came back to England and come back to Tottenham?
if Kane want to go Man United, might as well go back to Leighton area.
Striker. For me. It depends, like, you know. If we have like a top striker and he wants to come back at the time, do I really want him there? It's going to be a bit of a hindrance, isn't it?
Yeah, but if Kane come back, he wouldn't probably be starting when.
He'd be on the bench.
Yeah, he wouldn't be
Making noise about
starting.
him playing.
He wouldn't be starting, and I don't even think he's going to have that much of a success in Germany.
He didn't score the other day.
No, and he looks lost. They're talking, and it's like he's standing there thinking, I don't even know what these are saying to me. And it's like he's lost.
Kane score more goal than game already, you know, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well,
Kane scoring more goal than the game he play already.
no, yeah, but
Yeah.
he didn't score the other day, which is we'll see in it. But
He scored twice the other day.
no, they won 2-1. He didn't score.
Huh?
Then what do you call it? They won 2-1. They beat. I can't remember who they beat, but they won 2-1. But he didn't score.
He didn't score, no?
No, he scored in I think the game before that, the one you're talking about.
He scored 2 in that one.
Yeah, I think he had a penalty.
And then score again.
Yeah.
That league is easy league, man. German league, Spanish league. It's only the Italian league really up there. Well, you have Barca and Real Madrid, then they got the Spanish league. Because, right, you got to separate it.
The French league is no good.
Huh?
The French league.
That's rubbish now.
Yeah, rubbish.
It's, you know, that dropped way below the Dutch league. It dropped below
I agree.
the German. It's dropped off in number 6 now.
Because it's literally one team, really.
Yep, one team.
Like, at least with these other teams, it's 2 or 3 teams.
Uh-huh. The English league will lead by far, man. Far. Like Chelsea spend 1 billion. And none of the rest of the league don't spend that.
Yeah.
No other league spend half that what Chelsea spend. That's to show you the gap with the English league and the rest of the league.
Sorry about that. I had to go again, but I'm back
But
again.
only the Saudi league could match English league now.
Say that again.
Huh?
Say that again, please.
Only the Saudi league can match the English league now.
I don't know,
Yeah,
because
we was just talking about the leagues and all that.
know.
No, with resource.
Yeah, but I think if Europe decide to have that Super League, they can match it with resources. But then I think they won't let England in.
Who won't?
If they have a European Super League. Because technically England's not Europe.
Well, no.
We came out
no,
of
I
it.
know. Yeah, I know what you
We
mean.
came out of it, so we can't say, oh, we want to play with the ball, but
I get it.
we
but
don't want to put no money to the ball.
If you don't put England in, you're not making no money out of it.
I don't know. Embarrass England.
All these teams, that I think we've spoken about it before. People all over the world, in places you don't even know, you'll see them in an Arsenal shirt or a Man United shirt
or a Liverpool shirt.
You know what I mean? It might be knockoff, but they're still wearing it.
And the other one I was looking at earlier, Chelsea. They've got a big shirt sales all over the world.
Yeah, they do. Because that's more recently, though. Not because obviously Chelsea,
it's established.
exactly.
Arsenal
they're
and Man
not as well
United.
known as Arsenal or United or
Everywhere you go in the
Liverpool.
world, you see somebody in that red and white.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Everywhere you go. And I don't know, why is Arsenal so popular? That's down to you. The Arsenal supporter, is he there?
I think because they've always had the top players, isn't it?
I don't know.
For
Is
me.
he gone or is it? Hello? I think we've lost contact with Esco for a minute. Yep, I think we lost him. I can hear him, but I can hear something. He's probably done the same thing I did. We've got about 5 minutes left, so yeah, we've got actually 3 minutes. So yes, we're going to wrap it up. Hello? I think we lost Esco for the last bit. So, I don't know. It's football. Wow. And it's like, this season, I don't know. It's just totally different. I thought last season was different. This season, you're looking at
even
it.
more different than
It
last
is.
season.
You've got West Ham at the top after 4 games.
I mean, you got Spurs in second after 4
No,
games.
but Tottenham's always been somewhere around there.
Yeah, we start well, and then
we just mess
go
up.
shit, yeah.
Right, the prediction still Newcastle. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I think you're funny. You're laughing at me too. You don't know. If Newcastle comes back after this break and wins every game to Boxing Day, they could be on the top. And they still ain't even played Man City yet. Wow.
Yeah, they have. They lost.
Oh yeah, they did play Man City already.
Yeah,
they've had the. You know the worst thing they've had.
They've had a hard start.
Yeah, they have. Tottenham's had a really
They've had
easy
Villa,
start.
Liverpool, City,
West Ham.
Brighton.
No, they ain't played West Ham.
No, Brighton.
Yeah.
That's a hard 4 games, and they won 1, lost 2. Lost 3.
Lost 3. But Tottenham's had a easy start. We've had some easy tests.
Yeah,
Except for Brentford.
No, I didn't think United was going to be as easy as it was.
Yeah, but it was.
But the first half we weren't good. But United. Who else we played? Bournemouth away, Brentford away, Burnley away. We've had 1 home game.
Yeah, and
We've only drawn 1. We ain't lost yet.
We ain't lost yet, so we're doing all right. Arsenal. I think Arsenal's just going to.
Well, that's coming soon. That's Tottenham's next away game.
I think they're going to be steady. That's another thing. We are planning to try and do the Arsenal game live. We'll keep you informed via the notifications and everything. Anyway, we've got a minute left, and we're gonna start wrapping it. And I'd like to thank everybody who listens. And don't forget when you go to click like and subscribe, because we want to keep you informed of what's going on. And thank you, and have a blessed week to next week. And as they say, see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, big up all the listeners. Appreciate everyone tuning in for the first one, and this is our second one, and it's going to be a hectic season. Lots to talk about. Lots of different things are going to happen, and we're only 4 games in, and lots has happened. So big up Fusion and big up Esco always.
Yes, to the listener them, keep tuning in, things are happening I mean, big things coming around the corner. And I just want to say thanks for the years. Yeah, man. Bless up to Frosty and the host, DJ Fusion.
Yeah, and blessed to you, and blessed to Frosty, and blessed to everybody who's listening. And remember, it's just football. It's not for life. It's forever. We're out of here. Bye-bye.